Let's see what he's got.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. Finding open areas. Picks up the first down, still moving. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25. But
just feeds the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Boone. Push down for the tackle. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Donovan. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run the option. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others. And they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it. But this is a different animal, Palmer. Like when you come into this atmosphere and you got a bunch of full-grown men coming at you, I'm very curious to see how he responds. I know he has the physical ability, but is he ready for this?
He looks really good coming off the bus, I'll say that. He is definitely built different, but he's going to have to run different than he did at high school. David, you know this. You can't bounce every run to the outside and get away with it like you did at high school. I'm really curious to see the discipline he's going to have in this game, running the football now that he's playing against much tougher competition.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Ready to fire from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got room on the return. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He now has 74 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete to the right. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gapped.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and... He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets it out quickly. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. Past the 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Seminole! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. off the play fake on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Donovan. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Grab behind the line, it's Boyd. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits?
He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Right on the money. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's White. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Tell you what.